Hi everyone, it's Luis again. Listen, today I'm making a video on my beautiful Cattleya Percivaliana. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this plant and when it was discovered. This plant, not this particular one, but this species, was discovered in 1881 in the northwestern part of the Venezuelan Andes Mountains. Now, at that time, they used to believe that this flower was a variety of Cattleya labiata. But as time went by, they realized it's a completely different species. Now, it was described in a publication called the Gardener's Chronicle back in 1882. Now, what is fascinating about this plant is that this is the only Cattleya that blooms in the winter. Yes, it blooms in the winter, and it's known as the Christmas orchid because it blooms right around Christmas. And right now, we're here in San Antonio, Texas. We're in the middle of January. Actually, the 25th of January, which would be an exact month later. So this Cattleya, it's bloomed a little late compared to what is expected, but it's doing fine. Now, I want to talk about how I have it grown. I have it in a pot with bark. And this is the first time it's bloomed for me. And it has a very distinct smell to the scent. It's described as musty or musky. But I smelled it. And it doesn't smell very nice. The first thought that came to mind when I smelled this plant, the first day I didn't smell anything. And then 3 days later, I smelled it, and it smells like a stink bug. I know, it's weird. But as a kid, when I was a little kid, we used to get those stink bugs and squash them. And that smell that the stink bug has is what this smells like. It's not a very pleasant smell, but it's a beautiful flower. So now since this orchid comes from the mountains of Venezuela, it up in the mountains, it prefers cool weather, but it is adaptable. I grow it here in San Antonio, and the temperature ranges between, in the greenhouse, the lowest is 45. In the summer, it goes all the way to 95. I keep it below 100. But that's the range that this Cattleya is able to withstand. Now, I want to give you a close-up of the lip so that you guys can see that it has a beautiful edge right here on the lip. And then in the inside is very, very dark. But yet, as you go up higher, it's yellowish with the stripes in there. See? And then the column is completely enclosed. So, I almost forgot. What I was going to say is that I found a article on my Orchid magazine collection. I don't know if you can read that, but this is the American Orchid Society magazine from December of 1942, volume 2, number 7. In here is the article for the Cattleya Percivaliana. This is the first time that this plant was described in the AOS publication. So there's other publications. There's many actually, but this is the first time that I was able to track down where they talk about this plant. So many hybrids have been done with this plant, but because of the smell, not a lot of people like it. So I like it. I don't like the stinkiness, but it's pretty. Now, the reason, actually this plant was awarded in 1884, 2 years after it was presented, and it received an FCC. Now there is an alba form of this, but it still has yellow in the throat. So it's not a true alba, but there's white ones out there. So this is my video on my Cattleya Percivaliana. I hope you like it. And it's adaptable, so if you like to grow Cattleyas and you want something that's going to bloom for you in the winter, during Christmas, this is the plant to get. So I hope you like it, and happy growing. Bye-bye.